What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Sideline Sports. Hit the like, hit the subscribe. Come on in, get settled. We're talking about the miserable Warriors loss, 93-144 in Memphis. Let's just not go crazy. There are people out there talking about, is Steph Curry done? Do we need to move on? Do we need to start looking for the future? No, guys. Steph Curry's not done. Here's the bottom line. He's slowing down. Yes, he's getting older. No doubt. But when you don't have the people around you that are shooting the ball well, and he's the only one, he's going to get triple covered, guys. Other teams are daring the Warriors to beat them in any other way other than to use Steph Curry, and it's working right now. That does not mean that they're not going to turn it around. Let's have the downtime now, right? Let's have it now, not at the end of the season when we need it the most. This team showed that they can win. They rattled off 10 wins in a row. Not in a row, but they won 10 of the first 11 or 12 games. Now they've lost 10 out of the last 11 games. That does not mean they can't turn it around. This is a downtime. Getting Dennis Schroeder is a great move, guys. It's a great move. You need the guy to threaten the mid-level jumpers. You need the guy to take the pressure off Steph Curry. Okay? So that's what's happening right now. Is it a crappy game that we want to forget? Absolutely. We do not want to see this again. We hate watching these games. The next game might make us forget about this one. Hopefully. Okay? This is the toughest part of the Warriors schedule this month. After this month, it gets weaker. Easier. That doesn't mean that they're going to make a push in the playoffs and become a championship team by playing easier teams. It will get them that spot in the playoffs. And one thing Steve Kerr is really good at is winning a 7-game series or a 5-game series, because he figures out how to beat a team pretty damn quick. So, is Steve Kerr the problem? No. This is how Steve Kerr coaches, okay? Is he the coach for now? Is he the coach for the future? Absolutely. He just needs to reinvent how Curry plays the game, and he needs to get pieces around Curry who can shoot a ball even averagely. Because if you can get a guy out there that can even threaten to score a point, you're going to take pressure off Curry. Teams are daring these guys to shoot the ball because we're not shooting well right now. They know they're going to win. They know they're going to win if they triple cover Steph Curry to the point where he has no option to shoot the ball. So Steph Curry is not falling off the map, guys. He's not falling off the edge. The bottom line is that he needs help. They've got help. It takes time to get a new guy in and gel. So you can't expect Dennis to come in and start gelling with Steph Curry right away. Does he fit? Hell, I think he's a great tool. He doesn't turn the ball over. He's a good point guard. He's a great mid-range shooter. You don't need another three-point shooter to go along with Curry. It would be nice. We have Buddy Hield coming off the bench. Hopefully he'll step it back up. He's kind of fallen off the map a little bit himself this last 5 games, 10 games. So let's see where it goes, guys. But right now, no time to panic. It's early. Do they need to make another move? I certainly see another move in the making, but not to give the farm up. Okay? We're not looking to go get a guy like LeBron James who's going to take your entire bench away. We're not going to look to get a guy like Jimmy Butler unless he's going to come out at a cost. Jimmy Butler's contract's over at the end of this year. We could get him on a good deal, but I wouldn't give away the farm. Okay? There's some guys I would trade. Pajimski, I like, but he's tradable. I do think he's tradable. Kuminga, I'm up in the air on Kuminga. His value for a trade value right now is probably very, very good. Can he fit into this team long term? Maybe. He's starting to show signs of life. He's starting to show signs of a player who can actually help the Warriors move into the next era of Warrior basketball. But we have to see. It's really tough when you get close to a trade deadline and that guy's looking for a contract, whether you want to keep him or get rid of him. But here's the thing, guys. Kuminga's good either way. I'm good with getting a trade. If we trade him, I'm good on getting something with some really good value. Otherwise, I wouldn't move him. Okay? And I do like the idea of getting Jimmy Butler on a loan for the year, maybe. See how that goes. He's older, yes, but he has playoff experience and he's proven in the playoffs he steps up. And what we need right now is somebody to go alongside Steph Curry and Dennis Schroeder that can, in the playoffs, actually step up and score. Wiggins has shown he can do it too. This team is not dead, guys. Not by a long shot. It's not looking good right now, but In 20 games from now, if they go on a run, you're going to forget about this really horrible 10-game streak. You will. Steph Curry is not gone. He's not dead. He's not ready to retire and be shown out to pasture. Screw all that, guys. I'm going to tell you, there's still time left for Curry to get another ring and for him to help and be impactful on this team. He's averaging 22, 23 points a game. That's pretty good considering how often he is double and triple covered. Remember, we still got the top 5 defense in the league, guys. Maybe we dropped a little bit after last night because that was an ugly, ugly loss. But there are positives. Andrew Wiggins went off for 19 points last night. Brandon Podziemski actually got 21 points. Kyle Anderson got 11. These guys are contributing. It will click. It will click, guys. It clicked early on. It will click again. There's just rough times before you get to see the fruits of the labor of the of preseason and everything that went on with getting this team ready to play. Okay, so no time to panic. Let's just see how this goes. When we get into the month of January, February, those months, guys, I think we're going to see a different Warrior team that will give them time to get right and get ready for playoffs. You'll see it. I'm really, really sure that we're going to see a different Warrior team as the season goes along. Is there a move to still be made? I still think there's a move out there, but they're not trying to give the farm up. I know the Warriors think they got a great deep bench right now, and that most likely they are one piece away, but they're not going to give the farm away for that. They will be patient. They can be patient for now. Steph Curry is still playing high-level basketball for the most part. You just got to remember, I'm echoing this over and over again. He is getting double covered all the time. He's sometimes getting triple covered. I'm watching the games, guys. There's a third man that comes over and boxes him in a lot of times. And it's just, how can you expect anybody, a superstar or anybody, to perform against those kind of coverages? Only Steph Curry 5 years ago could run around in circles and maybe make that happen. But remember, we had superstars. He didn't have to deal with that often. Double coverage, yeah, sometimes they had to choose. Do I double cover Curry or Durant or Klay Thompson or what? Who do we double cover? Now it's just one choice. Of course, we're going to double cover Curry. And if we can, we'll triple cover him if the Warriors aren't shooting good that night. So, guys, just cool your jets, relax. The season's not over. The Warriors are not as bad as they look. Are they as good as they looked as a 10-win team as the first 10 games of the season? Maybe not. Maybe not. But they are definitely better than they're playing right now. And if they make that move for maybe like a center, we'll see. Just not in the desperation mode, right? We're not looking to be desperate. The Warriors are looking to add a piece of value if it makes sense without giving up too much in return. So that's what we're looking for. I'm sure the Warriors are going to bounce back, guys. Don't worry. They're going to be better. Let's start worrying and getting nervous if we get to playoffs and they don't have that piece that's going to push them over the edge, because the bottom line is they're not a championship team right now. I think we can all agree on that. But what we do need to realize is that by playoff time, people's minds can change. Who knows? They might be a championship team at that point. We don't know, because we don't know who's going to be on the team, and we don't know how this team is going to gel. But when I saw them playing the first 12 games of the season, I said, these guys are potentially a championship team now. I don't feel the same way, but again, I also know I'm smart enough to realize when I'm watching these games and the season goes on, it's a marathon, it's not a sprint. So remember, just because you're losing now, 10 games is not a big deal. It's not the NFL. In the NFL, you have 17 games, right? So if you lose 4 or 5 in the first 7 games of the season, yeah, that's a huge, huge problem. But basketball, not the same, guys. These guys have a great team. Just take a look at the names that we have on the team, and you'll see that this is going to turn around. Is it a championship team? Again, maybe not. Maybe adding Butler does make this a championship team. Maybe. He does show up in the playoffs, which is kind of attractive. But at the end of the day, these guys with the names on this team are fun to watch, and they will be fun to watch. They're not fun to watch right now. I get it. They're not fun to watch right now, but they will be fun to watch going throughout the season. I really believe that they're going to get better. They're going to have more fun out there. Draymond Green, Andrew Wiggins, Steph Curry, Dennis Schroeder now, Jonathan Kuminga, Brandon Pajemski, Buddy Hield is a good pickup. Kyle Anderson, Trace Jackson Davis is kind of lying in the weeds, but that's fine. He's a good, solid player. Lindy Waters is showing up every once in a while, although not last game. Not many people did. Guys, these guys are good enough to make a playoff team. This is a playoff team. Past that, I can't really say because we are going to wait and see what moves are made. We're going to wait and see how this team develops with its chemistry. And we're going to go from there, right? Okay, every team gets blown out every once in a while. That happened last night. Let's move on. Let's forget it. And let's, keep watching and keep rooting for the Warriors, guys. And I'll be talking to you after the Niners post-game show. So keep an eye out for that. It'll be either Sunday night, but most likely Monday because it won't be Sunday night. It'll be Monday. So check it out then. Again, hit the like, hit the subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Remember, hard work beats talent when talent don't work.